Hello class 6 students, welcome back to the Science Digital class. Today we are going to start chapter 15 of your science textbook, which is Water, the Wonder Liquid. Chapter at a glance: water, sources of water, water cycle, rainwater harvesting, importance of water, different states of water, water conservation. Engage, look at the picture and write the various uses of water. Water. Water is one of the most important natural resources. About 3/4 of the Earth's surface is covered with water. That is why Earth is also known as the blue planet. वाटर जो है हमारे लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट नेचुरल रिसोर्स है और हमारी अर्थ का ऑलमोस्ट 3/4 पार्ट वाटर से घिरा हुआ है. दैट्स वाई हम अर्थ को ब्लू प्लैनेट के नाम से भी जानते हैं. Although a huge amount of water is present on Earth, but its distribution is very uneven and very less. Water is readily available for us. The distribution of Earth's water is very uneven. About 97.4% of the total water on the Earth is in oceans and seas. The water in oceans and seas is salty and cannot be used. Most of the Earth's fresh water is frozen in glaciers and polar ice caps. Only about 0.01% of the total Earth's water is available for our use. There is enough fresh water on the Earth to meet our present requirements, but there is a global shortage of usable water. A lot of water goes waste. This is because we are not able to use water judiciously. The water table is falling in most areas. If something is not done to check it, soon we will be facing water crisis. To prevent water crisis, we should save water. As a part of community efforts in the direction, water harvesting is being encouraged. Importance of water. Water is an essential and integral component of all living beings. It has an irreplaceable role in the survival and existence of living organisms. It is the basic need of all living organisms. About 70% of human body is composed of waters. तो जो वाटर है हम सभी ह्यूमन बींग्स के लिए, इवन एनिमल्स के लिए, हर किसी के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि ह्यूमन बॉडी भी 70% वाटर से ही बनी होती है. ज्यादातर वाटर ओशियन एंड सीज में पाया जाता है, जो कि सॉल्टी होता है और हमारे यूज में नहीं आ सकता. और सिर्फ जो फ्रेश वाटर है वो कुछ नदियों में या फिर ग्राउंड वाटर में या आइस कैप्स में ट्रैप्ड है. फॉर ह्यूमंस एंड एनिमल्स, अब जो वाटर है वो ह्यूमंस एंड एनिमल्स के लिए कैसे हेल्पफुल होता है, लेट्स सी. It regulates our body temperature by the process of sweating and evaporation. Digestion of food in the stomach takes place with the help of water. Water helps in excretion of waste from the body in the form of sweat and urine. It provides a medium for all biochemical reactions inside our body to take place. It helps in circulation of blood. It helps in utilization of water soluble vitamins. For plants, plants के लिए water कैसे helpful होता है? A large amount of water is needed by plants during photosynthesis. Water helps in transportation of minerals among different parts of the plant body. Water is very important for the germination of seeds. Plant also lose water continuously through their leaves by transpiration. Other uses of water. Water के और कौन-कौन से use होते हैं? Water is used for various purposes like it is used for drinking, it is used for cooking, it is used for bathing, washing and cleaning. The flowing water is used for generating electricity with the help of the water wheel. The flowing water rotates the rotating water wheel, then rotates the rotator of a dynamo and generates the electricity. Water is used for irrigation. Most industrial activities require water. Industries such as paper, rayon, petroleum, refining, fertilizers, dyes, drugs and heavy chemical industries require large quantity of water. Many plants and animals live in water. Many people live in boats floating on lakes or rivers. The floating water is also used for doing some mechanical work such as running a flour mill, drawing water from a mill, etc. In cold countries, water is used to keep houses warm. Water in the radiator of a car helps in keeping its engine cool. Sources of water. वाटर हमें कहाँ कहाँ से मिल सकता है, लेट्स सी. Water is obtained from many sources. Some major sources are as follows: oceans and seas. More than two-thirds of the Earth's surface is covered with the seas and oceans. Most of the water on Earth is stored in seas and oceans. This water cannot be used due to large quantity of salt dissolved in it. Due to salt, this water is called saline water. Oceans और seas में बहुत सारा पानी पाया जाता है, but because of their saline nature हम उसे उस पानी को यूज नहीं कर सकते। अब एक एक्टिविटी देखते हैं। लेट्स सी एक्टिविटी। Aim to study the effect of water on plant growth. Materials required: 3 similar potted plants, water and a mug. Procedure: take 3 similar potted plants and place them in such a way that they get proper sunlight. Label them as A, B and C. Pour 1 mug of water every morning in pot A. Pour 3 to 4 mugs of water every morning and evening in pot B, and do not water the plant in pot C. Continue this for at least 7 to 10 days and observe the growth of plants every day and note your observations. Observation: plant grows well in pot A, whereas plants in pot B and C do not grow properly. Conclusion: proper balance of water is important for the growth of plants. If soil has excess water, the roots of the plant rot and the plant droops or wilts as it cannot get enough oxygen from the soil. If the soil is deficient in water, the nutrients needed for the proper growth of plants cannot be absorbed by them. Next source है हमारा rainwater. Rainwater is considered as the purest form of natural water. It is the major source of water. Rainwater flows into rivers and lakes. It is the major source of irrigation in our country. Next हमारा source है surface water. Surface water वो water होता है जो हमें ऊपर surface पर दिखता है, जैसे कि नदियों में, तालाब में, etc. Surface water is the easiest available water because we see it every day. It is the water that travels or is stored on top of the ground. This would be the water that is in rivers, lakes, streams, reservoirs, even the oceans, though we can't drink salty water. Next हमारा source है groundwater. Groundwater is the water that seeps through the soil and collects above the non-porous rocks deep under the ground. This water can be extracted for use by digging wells and bore wells. The level of groundwater below the surface of the earth at a given place is called water table. The water is pumped out by the farmers to be used for irrigation. तो ये जो water है ये हमारे ground में हमारी अर्थ के अंदर porous rocks के ऊपर होता है और इसे ट्यूब वेल्स, बोरवेल्स के थ्रू निकाला जाता है। इस वाटर का फार्मर्स इरिगेशन में भी यूज करते हैं। ग्राउंड वाटर के कौन कौन से डिफरेंट सोर्सेज होते हैं? लेट्स सी। वेल्स. द वेल वाटर इज द पूल ऑफ वाटर दैट इज obtained by digging the soil till its impervious layer. Spring. The water which comes out with pressure in the form of spring from any opening in the earth constitutes the spring water. Polar ice caps. The water in the Arctic and the Antarctic is frozen into glaciers and polar ice caps. The water present in high mountain ranges like Himalayas is also frozen. Now let's see the different states of water. Water किस किस state में पाया जाता है और कैसे? Let's see. Water is known to exist in 3 different states. They are solid, liquid and gas. You can learn how one form changes to another. कैसे वाटर अपनी एक फॉर्म से दूसरी फॉर्म में चेंज होता है? लेट्स सी। जैसा कि हम इस डायग्राम में देख सकते हैं, वाटर फ्रीजिंग करने से आइस में बदल जाता है जो कि लिक्विड से सॉलिड बनती है एंड सॉलिड से वापस मेल्ट करके लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाता है। गैस में चेंज होने के लिए वाटर को इवेपोरेशन की जरूरत पड़ती है। इवेपोरेशन से वाटर गैस में चेंज हो जाता है और कंडेंसेशन से गैस वापस से लिक्विड में चेंज हो जाती है। सेम केस सॉलिड में भी होता है। सॉलिड को गैस में चेंज करने के लिए इवेपोरेशन एंड कंडेंसेशन का यूज किया जाता है। Gas to liquid. Let's see gas to liquid. When a gas changes to a liquid, it goes through the process of condensation. This is when the gas cools, it loses energy, then the particles come closer in definite volume to change state from a gas to a liquid. Liquid to solid. When a liquid changes to solid, it goes through the process of freezing. This is when a liquid cools below the freezing point. it loses energy, then the particles become more tightly packed in a definite shape to change state from a liquid to a solid. Solid to gas. When a solid changes directly to a gas, it goes through the process of sublimation. The particles are forced to change state. Liquid to gas. The process in which a liquid changes into a gas called evaporation. When a liquid gains enough energy, it can overcome all of the attracting forces, then it changes state from a liquid to a gas. Solid to liquid. The process in which a solid changes into liquid is called melting. When a solid gains enough energy, it can overcome some of the attracting forces, then it changes state from a solid to a liquid. Gas to solid. When a gas changes directly into a solid without going through the liquid state, it is called frost formation. All these states can be interchanged by the changing temperature. Now let's see the water cycle. We have seen that water escapes from the earth and returns back to the earth by the series of phenomena. Water in oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, ponds and water bodies continue to evaporate due to heat of the sun. Plants release water into the air by transpiration. Animals and humans release water vapor into the atmosphere during breathing. Water vapor rises up in the atmosphere and gets condensed to form droplets and then returns to the earth as rain, hail or snow. तो जो वाटर साइकिल होती है उसमें जो हमारे ओशियन, सीज या कोई भी वाटर बॉडी से या फिर हमारी लीव्स से, हमारे प्लांट की लीव्स से, ट्रांसपिरेशन से या फिर ह्यूमन की ब्रीदिंग से जो वाटर वेपर बाहर आते हैं सब इवेपोरेट होते हैं, एटमॉस्फेयर में जाके वो वापस कंडेंस होते हैं, ड्रॉपलेट्स की फॉर्म में अर्थ पर वापस आ जाते हैं और इसी को वाटर साइकिल कहते हैं. The rainwater either gets collected in ponds, rivers, lakes, seas and oceans or percolates down the soil to form groundwater. Snow in the colder regions melt to form streams, rivulets and finally rivers. These rivers at the end merge into lakes or oceans. Thus water is available on the earth to start its journey called water cycle. The continuous circulation of water in nature is called water cycle. Importance of water cycle. Number 1, it regulates the temperature of earth. Number 2, it helps in regulating weather on the earth. Number 3, it helps in the distribution of water to a large area. Knowledge basket. A barrier built across a river to hold back water is called dam. Now let's see this activity. Aim to show that the rate of evaporation increases with increase in temperature. Material required: a glass, a sketch pen, water, 3 plates. Procedure. Take a glass and make a mark on it with a sketch pen. Fill the water in the glass up to the mark. Now pour it into a plate marked as A. Again fill water up to the mark in the glass and pour it in another plate marked as B. Fill the water in the glass up to the mark once again and cover the glass with another plate C. Leave the plate A and the glass covered with plate C under the sun. Keep the plate B in the shade. Observe the level of water in each one of them after every 30 to 45 minutes. What do you observe? Note down your observations in the table given below. Observation: container plate A placed in sunlight, plate B placed in shade, glass covered with plate C. Conclusion: although evaporation takes place at all temperatures, the rise of evaporation is faster when water is heated. Now let's see flood excessive rain. When it rains continuously for several days, waterlogging takes place. The rivers, ponds and lakes overflow and cause the nearby areas to be submerged in water. This leads to flood. Heavy floods cause massive damage to crops, animals and humans' lives and property. Heavy flow of water carries away the top fertile soil along with it. This is called soil erosion, which results in the loss of soil fertility. Floods also result in the destruction of crops. Availability of essential commodities also gets affected. Receding flood water may also spread waterborne diseases such as cholera and dysentery. Drought means no rain. The absence of rain in an area for a long time adversely affects the soil, plants and animals including humans. The soil of that area becomes dry due to continuous evaporation, transpiration and lack of rainfall. the water level goes down, the availability of water becomes scarce. This may lead to drought. In conditions of drought, it is difficult to get food and fodder. The aquatic life is also badly affected. Water conservation. Water को कैसे बचाया जाए, कैसे conserve किया जाए? Since only a small percentage of water on our planet is usable, so it is essential for us to use water carefully and judiciously. Careful, economical and judicious use of water is called water conservation. To show that on cooling, water vapor condenses into tiny droplets of water. Material required: a dry glass, some ice cubes, a thick cardboard or a plate. Procedure: place some ice cubes in a completely dry glass. Cover the glass with a thick cardboard or a plate. Let it stand for a few minutes. What do you observe? Do tiny droplets of water appear on the outside of the glass? Run a finger around the glass. Is it wet? Observation: tiny water droplets are seen on the outside of the glass. Conclusion: the air around the glass gets cooled because of the presence of ice. The cool air cannot hold much water. Some of the water vapor therefore changes into water drops. Knowledge basket. The rocky material that formed Earth contained some water, but that probably doesn't account for all the water we see today. Comets are mostly water ice. It's possible that comets made regular water deliveries to Earth. It would take a lot of comets to fill the ocean, but comets could well have made a big contribution. The increasing population has added to the demand of water, but the amount of available water is limited. This leads to water crisis. Water pollution has also reduced the availability of usable water. So it is our prime duty to conserve water. Following are some ways to conserve water. Adopting water harvesting methods. Scroll. Prevent leakage of water from the taps and pipes. Spread awareness about conservation of water through media and wall posters. Reuse water wherever possible. Transfer of surplus water in deficit basins through big interlinking rivers. Use a bucket and a mug instead of a shower bath. Turn the tap off when not in use, especially when you brush your teeth or wash clothes. Water your lawn only during early morning and only when it is needed. Rainwater harvesting. Due to overusage of water, the water level is receding. To recharge the underground reservoirs of water, we must not allow the rainwater to flow down to oceans. This can be achieved by using the technique of rainwater harvesting. The basic idea behind rainwater harvesting is to catch water where it falls. Common technique of rainwater harvesting are rooftop rainwater harvesting. This method involves collecting rainwater from rooftops in dugout ponds, vessels or underground tanks to store water for long periods. This water percolates slowly into the ground to recharge the groundwater. Open drain tank water harvesting. In this image, you can see rooftop rainwater harvesting. In open drain tank water harvesting, the water flowing on the road, grounds or lawns etc. is collected in ponds, kacha drains and storage tanks. This water is allowed to percolate into the ground to recharge the groundwater. In this image, you can see open drain tank water harvesting. Tech Talk. Solar powered water filtration. In many places of the world, the problem isn't that there is not enough water, but that the water is contaminated. In developing countries, 90% of sewage is discharged untreated into waterways. That's why innovating water technologies developed water filtration systems like the Sunspring Hybrid, a self-contained portable solar and wind power system that provides 20,000 liters of clean water a day for 10 years or more. Moral learned. People always run for success, and in the path of success, people get distressed, exhausted, missing happiness. But instead of going for success, just make your life harmony and you can feel the change within you. What water teaches us is that when you pour the water into the bottle or pot or plant plain board, it adapts and changes into the shape of the bottle of pot. So for being a happy and successful life, we should be able to adopt the environment change and grow accordingly. Recapitulation. Water is one of the most important natural resources. About 97.4% of the total water on the earth is in oceans and seas. Water is an essential and integral component of all living beings. Rainwater is considered as the purest form of natural water. The level of groundwater below the surface of the earth at a given place is called water table. Water is known to exist in three different states. They are solid, liquid and gas. The continuous circulation of water in nature is called water cycle. Thank you class. Let's meet again next time in next class.